Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the Car Talk Poscast. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that is salmon fishing. I don't know if I mentioned salmon fishing much before on the podcast, but I figured today would be a good time to, and it's literally just because I'm on my way to the harbor as we speak. And believe it or not, it is 11:30 at night, which I never ever would have thought that I'd be driving to the harbor at this time. But I told myself, well, I actually posted it on my Instagram story. I said, alright guys, after I'm done with this video, what do you guys think I should do? Should I go to the harbor and fish all night? Or do you think I should sleep a couple hours and fish all day tomorrow? And the majority of the people voted for fishing all night. So I unfortunately didn't finish my YouTube video until about 11:30. No, I guess it's 11:30 now, about 11. So yeah, I didn't get on the road until now, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, wow, you know what? I've gained so much from this salmon season, and I haven't made a podcast in a couple weeks, maybe a month, and I was thinking that it'd be a good time for me to prop up the camera and do a little chat with y'all. So I hope you are all doing really well. I hope, you're enjoying your fall season. It's been a weird fall. The weather has been very abnormal. It's made fishing very, very tough. But despite that, it's been really nice. I like the warm weather, so it's been kind of cool to salmon fish in shorts and a t-shirt, but if I'm being honest, the salmon fishing has been really, really tough, and I know it's because of the water temps being so high. Today's actually like the first day in, I think, really all year that I've seen that the water is in its 60s. Well, I guess the second time. I remember one other time, maybe two other times it was in the 60s, but it's been very much so like in the 70s. But tonight, or for the past day or so, it's been much lower than usual, or much lower than it has been. It should be this water temp, and it should have been this way, for the past couple weeks, but because of how, not so cold the water's been, I think these fish just are kind of swimming around and not really chomping as much and not really getting all spunky like they should be for the spawn. But like I said, tonight I'm super pumped. I think it's going to be a really good night, and I am really tired, I'm not going to lie, but I figured there's no better time than now to go catch a salmon. A month from now, I will not be able, I can maybe do it because it's a later run, but for the most part, it's not something that I'm going to be doing a month from now. This is something that I only really do in the middle of October. I don't really fish overnight for any other species, any other time of the year. So I really like to take advantage of this year, and I feel really, really alive. I've been fishing more than I ever have, and it makes me feel so good. Like this salmon fishing, I'm learning so much new stuff. I'm unfortunately not super into like the bass like I used to be, or at least, I love bass fishing, don't get me wrong. Like I bass fish a lot, especially over the summer, but it's really a different type of, it's kind of like a muskie fever for me. Like I love chasing muskies, and I just love fishing really, really hard for muskies. For like, I could fish 2 weeks straight for muskies, super hard, like minimal sleep, like just fish. That's how much I love muskies, and that's what I'm realizing I'm the same exact way with for these kings. Like I really love these king salmon. They are so much fun to catch. They fight harder than any other fish that I've ever caught before, and I literally just a week ago had a fish fight for 50 straight minutes, and it was literally the best thing ever. Like it was so freaking cool. There was nothing in the world that I was thinking about except that fish, fighting that fish, staying in the moment to be able to just dial that drag to make sure that there's not too much tension and not too much slack, the perfect amount of tension just to be able to bring that fish in, but patiently, and to make sure that it's tired. Like I had to tire the hell out of that fish, and I only had 10-pound line. And looking back at it, I was at a spot that's like right at it's the river, and so there's current, and so obviously that fish was utilizing that current, and it was unbelievable. It was so stinking cool. And that's actually the video that I ended up editing. I couldn't even figure out what to do. I was so excited. I mean, that's the other coolest part about this salmon season, is that I've been doing a lot of I've been doing a lot of filming, but I've also been doing a fair amount of, just fishing without filming. And it is awesome to be able to kind of compare and contrast how I enjoy the two. I really don't enjoy not filming. Like, I used to think that I'd rather not film, but now that, I've done this spurt of, not filming and filming, like, I realized that I'd rather capture the moment for other people to enjoy. I would way rather capture the moment for even myself to look back on and, reflect and learn from, really. Like, I learned so much from watching footage that that alone makes sense for me to film. And so it's been kind of cool to notice that, as well as noticing that I hate editing. Like, it is literally like pulling out teeth for me. Like, I just cannot stand it. And it really, really sucks, because obviously, that's the part, that's, you gotta film and you gotta edit, like, to be able to get it on Instagram or YouTube or social media or wherever you're trying to get it to. So that's been my biggest struggle, obviously. I was going through my GoPro footage, or my my SD cards the other day, and I was just blown away. I have like 4 videos that are just so stinking cool that I never even, bothered to edit or like put together, because I, literally got an opportunity to go fishing the next day after I caught those fish. So I filmed the next day, had a good day, whatever the case may be, and never just went back to going through that old footage. So it's just super interesting, because I've got a lot of footage that I have never, even put out there yet. What I have put out there, people have really, really given me good feedback on. And so I just really need to start editing more, and I'm really pumped, because I know the way that ChatGPT is progressing, I know for a fact that within a year, maybe 2, maybe even less, that ChatGPT will be able to edit my videos. And that's another thing. I've been using ChatGPT so much lately, and it has been blowing my mind. Like, just absolutely blowing my mind. And one of the things that I know it'll be able to do is I can upload however many hours of content. Like, for this last video, I mean, I had a 50-minute catch, like I was saying. So, like, for example, I could have that 50 minutes that I kind of chopped up, put together, and just put it into ChatGPT and say, hey, is there any chance you can cut this down, and like turn it into like a time lapse, but also include the key parts of me talking, as well as taking out the wind sounds and the sounds of traffic, because I was fishing by a bridge. So as well as the sounds of traffic, And can you put subtitles on with bleeping out my cuss words? And I'm not even kidding, within probably a minute, it'll be able to do all of that. And as soon as that happens, your boy is going to be going brazy. I cannot wait. That is going to be the coolest thing ever for me. But until then, I'm going to do my best to just kind of edit when I can. And when I get an opportunity, like I did this last, Saturday, like I captured an insane moment of my life. Like one of the coolest moments of my fishing career up to this date, I captured on film. So, of course, I want to, sit down and, like, edit that and get that out for the world to see. That is, like, the artist that makes the best painting that they've ever made and is only willing to put that one up for sale. Meanwhile, they have a whole gallery or a whole storage unit filled with artwork that they don't think, suffices for the public eye. And that's obviously, like, I don't know. That's just how I think about it. That's, I really, really look at my fishing catches and fishing in general as an art for me. Like, I don't want to look at it as a business. I don't want to look at it as an obligation or anything like that. I want it to stay exactly what it has always been for me, which is an escape from reality, an escape from all of the problems and bullshit that I've had to go through in my life that sometimes I can't escape from. There's a lot of things that everyone has, you can just refer to it as baggage. When you live life, you see shit that you wish you didn't see. You experience things that you wish you didn't experience. You feel things you wish you didn't feel. But that's what makes this life beautiful, honestly. Like, without the lows, you wouldn't experience the highs, and you wouldn't get to enjoy either one of them. And it's just one of those things that with the salmon season, I've been able to really, really experience that more. And it's been beautiful, quite honestly. Like, it's been so, so nice. I love that this whole season has been a really big roller coaster. Like, mostly, like, I feel like it's been, like, really, really a low roller coaster like this. Like, where, the best nights I literally had a hit, maybe. I had a follow. I saw someone else catch one. I saw a beautiful sunrise. I saw a couple shooting stars. I saw some awesome wildlife. The worst nights, I literally lost 5-6 spoons. I have to re-spool my line because I got a fucking gnarly wind knot, lost half my spool halfway through the night. I stink in, whatever the case may be. Like, I literally went through a bunch of car issues because I've been driving so much, and wear and tear on your vehicle is a real fucking thing. So I had to take my car in, and that was not fun. And so, it's been highs and lows this salmon season, but ultimately, I feel like right now, it's just been, I'm like on a different wavelength. Like, I'm up here. Like, my lows are like my highs of a month ago while I was out here salmon fishing and grinding like this. And so it's really, really cool to kind of be where I'm at right now, to be feeling as good as I am, to be feeling as energized and as full of life as I am right this moment, because I know it's not going to last. And that's the beauty of it. Like, I really, really, really love the way I feel. So much so that I don't even want to go to sleep. Like, straight up, I'm happy. It's literally 12:15 right now, and I'm a happy camper. I'm so stinking happy to be awake right now. I wish I was doing nothing else than doing this podcast with you guys and heading to the lake right this moment. Like, I'm so happy right now. I really, really am. And I just know that this kind of happiness lies within doing what you love relentlessly and pursuing it to a degree that no one else would pursue it at, because you love it more than they do. And that's the beauty of every single person on this earth. We all have something that makes us tick. We all have something that lights us up brighter than anything else in this world. And for a lot of people, it's, you know, it's so different than mine. Like, obviously mine's fishing and film and, you know, whatever else. And, you know, everybody else has their thing. And that's what we all need to kind of like lean into. And as long as we do that, oh my gosh, I swear, nothing but good things will come from it. Granted, it is tough, don't get me wrong. Like, you have to build a bulletproof perspective, because all of your friends, all of your family members, people that care about you, they're going to tell you you're crazy. They're going to tell you you're doing the wrong thing. They're going to tell you you should get that job that has the good insurance, and you should get, you know, an apartment, or you should do this and you should do that. Like, if you really, really love what you do and your craft and your art, you'll do anything to put it out. You'll do anything to get out there and do it. And that's all that matters. Everything else will come. Quite honestly, I cannot believe where I'm at right now. I cannot believe that I'm 25 years old, that I've got all the experience that I do in the freaking sport that I love so damn much. It makes me emotional, quite honestly. It makes me so dang emotional. Every single day, I should be waking up saying, gosh dang, I am so lucky to be alive right now. I am so lucky to be able to do what I love to do. And that's that. Like, we all have the freedom to be able to get to that position in our lives, and no amount of money, no job title, no anything in this world will get us there, besides us deciding that we are there. Besides us standing out and saying, fuck it, I'm doing it. You know, without you just doing it, it's not gonna happen. And without, like, the moment is all we've got. You know what I mean? And that's why when you go out and make shit happen, it's like magic. It's literally like magic. You just don't even know how it happens sometimes, but it happens. But it's by putting yourself in the right position. It's by putting yourself in in a place to be there for an opportunity. And as soon as you get an opportunity, take it. Because you might mess up, but the best thing that's going to come from it is you will learn from it. And honestly, that's the most important thing. The highs and the lows are inevitable, but if you enjoy the fact that you are learning and getting better, then nothing is going to stop you. Nothing. And you will continuously drive to the harbor and catch fucking fish. Because that's what you're born to do. And you can fill in that blank with whatever you do. You know what I mean? So if you don't love your job, save up money, a lot of money, quit hanging out with your friends and spending money with them, because odds are they aren't even your really real friends. And if they are, make sure you stay around them, keep hanging out with them, because that's what's important. Friends are everything, but you've got to be mindful that you are who you hang out with. And if your friends are broke, and if your friends aren't saving money, and if your friends are the same people that are going out and getting drinks and eating at nice restaurants and doing everything that they want to do, buying everything that they want to buy, you know, then you got to be mindful that might bleed onto you. And if that bleeds onto you, you're going to be in trouble, because that's not how you start off living your dream. The way you live your dream is by saving money, getting to a comfortable place, by not going out with your friends and spending money at the bar, by not spending money on things that you want, only buying things that you need, and by not doing anything that is not out of the ordinary. Get a good gym membership. You don't need the nicest gym membership. Get good shoes. You don't need the nicest shoes. Get good clothes. You don't need the nicest clothes. Get the good groceries. You don't need the junk groceries. Like, literally, you got to find a way to build a nest egg that is more than what you'll ever need, even in 12 months of expenses. That's, as soon as you do that, you can go all in on your dream. You can say, screw work, screw you, job that I hate. I'm gonna go all in on the thing that I love most, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then I'll get the damn job again. Put in your 2 weeks. Don't fucking quit on the spot. Put in your 2 weeks. That way, if you fuck up, you can go back and get another job. Or you can do what I'm doing. Work 1 day a week. Work literally as minimally as you can to pursue what you love to do more than you want to do anything else in life. And that's the key. Honestly, it's not for everybody, but if you're a dreamer, if you're somebody that really, really wants to get something done in their life, and you really want to leave some kind of legacy that's bigger than yourself, that's what I believe you need to do. It's inevitable, and all it takes is, like, you will be blown away if you just are conscientious of how you spend your money. Everybody makes money. Obviously, if you got a job, you're making money. You know what I mean? Like, so where is that money going? Are you living with your boyfriend or your girlfriend? Or are you living with a couple roommates? Like, are you living on your own? And if you're living on your own, you're fucking bougie as hell, bro. You need to take a step back and maybe reevaluate that. Get a roommate. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're paying $1,400 a month, wouldn't it be nice to save $700 a month just by getting a roommate? Little stuff like that will go such a long way, and before you know it, in a year, you'll have that nest egg that I'm talking about. And as soon as you have that, you're good. You know what I mean? You can play ball. Life will work out. But if it doesn't, like I said, you can always get that job again, and that's the beauty of being young. You know, like, I'm grateful for Gary Vee's message, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now at 25, quite honestly. Like, it all stems to him. Like, I genuinely would not be doing what I'm doing, but he told me, high risk in your 20s. That is if you have a big dream, if you have big goals, why not do it when you're 20? You don't have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have kids, you don't have debt in a lot of cases. I did, unfortunately. But it's just one of those things. Like, student loans suck. College is not for everybody. If you don't know what you want to do, and you're an entrepreneurial type of person, or you're a dreamer, or whatever the case may be, you don't want to get into debt. You don't want to do that kind of shit, unless if your parents are paying for it. If your parents are paying for your school, then go for it. But his thing was like, dude, there's no reason for you to be paying for your own school, you know, doing all this. Like, if anything, take the L on the fucking chest, go work a job, pay off that debt, and then start your own thing. And that was the best advice I ever got, quite honestly. That was literally the best advice I ever got. And, you know, I found a girlfriend at 20 years old, and I told her the first, 3 months we were not even, I didn't even tell her, we didn't even call ourselves boyfriend or girlfriend, because I wasn't convinced, and I'm still like, you know, we're not married yet, you know what I mean? So, but we weren't even dating, quote unquote, because I wasn't sure she was for sure willing to ride with me, because I told her the next 10 years are gonna be a fucking roller coaster. We're not having kids, we're not getting married. Like, I'm chasing my dream. Like, you're either with me and you're here to make the memories with me, and we are a team and we are building this empire together, or, you know, we can just be friends, you know, and we can just enjoy each other's company. But that's it, you know what I mean? Like, and she has proven that she is a complete ride or die. She is my rock, she is everything, and I pray to God that I don't ever screw that up. Like, I can't imagine life without her, and I know she feels the same exact way about me, and I never ever thought that I would have this in this life. I never thought it was even a real thing. Like, if you don't have this, if you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend, like, trust me, I know what it's like to not believe in love. Trust me, I know what it's like to not even love myself enough to be able to get this type of love in my life. But the number one thing I would tell my old self that thought and believed all that was, love yourself. Find a way to love yourself, because you are all you've got. You are all you've got in this world. Even when you do find the love of your life, you will leave this earth alone the way that you came onto this earth. So I believe that, we do get to maybe, experience a spiritual life with all the people that we meet while we're humans, but that's a talk for another day. I just genuinely think that thinking that it's hard to thinking that you can't find love is really, really practical. Like, I totally get that thought process, but the first thing you need to do is love yourself. As soon as that happens, you won't even want love. You won't even look for love. You won't even look for a girlfriend. Like, I swear to God, I wasn't even looking for a girl. Like, it literally was not like that. And it just happened to happen. And that's what will happen. As soon as you get on the right path, as soon as you start loving yourself so much that you do things that you otherwise wouldn't do for the better, for the improvement of your future self, like, good things come your way. And that includes love. And I just think that we all deserve it. And I think that that's one of the best things that life has to offer. I really didn't agree with my papa fully when he would tell me that money can't buy happiness and money isn't everything. But he was 100% right. And I genuinely wish everyone in the world knew that. Like, I know that. And I know a lot of people do know it, but a lot of people don't. And a lot of people act like they do, but their actions don't, they don't line up with that. And I just think that we all need to be really, really thoughtful on how we're spending our time, and most importantly, how we're spending our money, because our money is our time. Everybody, really, really spends money like it's foolishly, and we also spend our time very foolishly, including myself. And I just think that's something that we all can work on. And I really look forward to a life where we all try and put our best foot forward to do the thing that we love to do most, to do the things that we love to do most, and to spread positivity and, nothing but it. I know that's a frothy world to live in, but that's the type of world I'm trying to live in. And I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized I've been rambling for 30 minutes. It's kind of been fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you guys are, let me know what you think. Send either a DM or shoot me a comment on here or something just to give me a little hype. I don't know why. I feel like these podcasts are really more for me than anything, but when I hear something from you guys, it makes me feel a little bit better and makes me feel a little bit more inclined to push these out. But they do take a lot of a lot of energy and a lot of time, and I do have to kind of develop a different perspective, for each rant. So, this one I'm calling the King Salmon rant, but that's mostly because the King Salmon run has really allowed me a lot of time to just reflect, think about life, and think about what I really love, think about the things that I don't really love and how I can, find ways to avoid doing them and delegate those things in the future. And I just think life is all of our oyster, and we need to look at it that way. And I'm happy that the salmon season is ripening up my eyes to the beauty that the world actually, beholds. It is one of the coolest, experiences we could ever have, is being a human being on this earth. And I hope you're living it up to your fullest. I know I am. Like I said, it's literally midnight. I'm driving to the harbor, baby. I'm a happy clam. I'm a happy camper. As I end every single podcast, I just want to say, fam, if you're happy, spread that happiness in one way or another. Whether that be through a text, maybe to a family member, or maybe a tweet, or Instagram post or something. Just spread some love, spread some positivity, spread some happiness. The world needs it now more than ever. And as always, fam, stay curious. Without curiosity, we've got nothing in this world. And that's it, fam. Hope y'all are staying well, and I hope everyone you love is staying well. Peace and love.